On the morning of December 7, 2025, at 11 a.m., an emergency call was received at Pradipnagar police station in Yamunanagar. The caller reported that a headless body of a young woman was lying inside a popular nursery near NH 907. Without wasting time, the police rushed to the popular nursery located along the Jogadri Pahunta Sahib Road. A large crowd had already gathered. After clearing the area and securing the crime scene, officers found the body of a young woman lying in the bushes. She was unclothed except for undergarments, and her head was missing. The scene of crime team, crime investigation agency, dog squad, and forensic experts were immediately called. While waiting for the teams to arrive, police questioned Vijay, the man who first discovered the body. Vijay, who runs a whitewashing nursery nearby Adarpur, stated that around 11 a.m., while heading to fetch water near the Gurudwara, he noticed the body inside the nursery. Shocked and trembling, he called the landowner, Parmjit Sandhu, who then dialed 112 to inform the police. Parmjit suspected the body had been dumped either late at night on December 6th or early morning on December 7th. The dog squad traced the scent about 20 meters inside the nursery before moving toward the highway. But suddenly, the trail stopped, as if the scent had vanished there. During forensic examination, several shocking details emerged. A thread was tied around the victim's right leg. A birthmark was visible on her stomach. The head had been severed using a sharp weapon. The body was sent for a post-mortem to Mohanlal Civil Hospital and Trauma Center in Yamunanagar. Preliminary findings suggested age 25 to 30 years. Cause of death strangulation. Murder occurred elsewhere. Body was dumped at the nursery. Head and clothes were removed to conceal identity. The location complicated matters further because it was near the borders of Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar. Investigators weren't sure which state the killer came from or fled to. 2 days passed with no major leads. The severed head was not found. Police then examined missing person reports from nearby districts. The data was alarming within these days. 13 girls missing in Ambala 25 and Karnal 16 in Yemen. A total of 54 missing girls aged between 16 and 35. Despite contacting families, none matched the unidentified victim. 6 days later, with no identification, the body was cremated on December 12, 2025. ANSIT Special Investigation Team was formed. Police scanned over 50 CCTV footages from highways, petrol pumps, bus stands, and shops. That's when a breakthrough came. On December 6th at 11:34 p.m., a car with illuminated alloy wheels was captured on CCTV in Arayawala village. 6 minutes later, the same car was seen heading toward up near Hathnakan barrage. Around the same time, unknown mobile numbers were active near the crime scene. Those numbers traced back to timber smugglers, who revealed they had seen a up-registered car roaming in the area between 11 p.m. and Dunham. Using CCTV tracking and mobile location data, police reached Tadoli village in Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh on December 13th. There, amid wedding celebrations, they detained Muhammad Bilal, the bride's brother. Under interrogation, Bilal broke down and confessed. The unidentified body belonged to his girlfriend, Uma. But an even bigger twist came when police informed Uma's family about her death. Instead of grieving, they said, "Our daughter died 13 years ago, the past March 3rd, 2012. 17-year-old Uma from Halopur village in Saharanpur. Her marriage had been arranged. On the night of her mehendi ceremony, she seemed happy, but at 10 p.m., she disappeared. The next morning, her family learned she had eloped with a neighbor named Johnny. Humiliated, the family replaced her with her cousin in the wedding and cut all ties with Uma, declaring her dead. Uma married Johnny in court. Within a year, she gave birth to a son, Rishi. Johnny, a physically disabled painter, supported the family. But over time, disputes grew. After 11 years of marriage, Uma divorced Johnny and moved to Gangotri colony in Saharanpur. Custody of their son went to Johnny. In 2023, Uma met 25-year-old taxi driver Uma Bilal. Friendship turned into a relationship. They began living together. Uma believed Bilal would marry her, but Bilal had other plans. He was already engaged to another girl. With his wedding scheduled for December 14th, 2025, Uma had become a burden in his eyes. He feared she might expose their relationship and ruin his arranged marriage. The murder, December 6th, 2025. At 6 p.m., Bilal picked Uma up in a borrowed Swift car, promising her a surprise trip. He drove across states, through Paonta Sahib, and into Haryana. After driving over 100 kilometers, around 8 p.m., he stopped near a dark highway area in Yamunanagar. Under the pretense of intimacy, he convinced her to remove her clothes. Suddenly, he looped the car's seatbelt around her neck and strangled her to death. Later, around 11:25 p.m., he dragged her body into the nursery and decapitated her using a meat-cutting knife he had brought from home. He placed her head in a polythene bag, drove 12 kilometers to Kelzar Forests, Laudong Gorge, and threw her head and clothes into a deep ravine, hoping wild animals would destroy evidence. He deleted photos, messages, formatted phones, and calmly continued wedding preparations the next day. On December 13th, during his sister's wedding ceremony, police arrested him. Evidence recovery. Police teams recovered Uma's severed head from the gorge, murder weapon, her clothes, Swift car hidden in bushes, Uma's Aadhaar card from Bilal's house, his clothes worn during the murder. Bilal was sent to jail after remand. Psychological and social reflection. Uma's tragedy didn't begin in 2025. It began 13 years earlier, when her family disowned her. After divorce, isolated and emotionally vulnerable, she became an easy target for someone like Bilal. Bilal represented a double life predator, presenting love publicly while treating her as disposable privately. His lack of empathy was evident in how he slept peacefully after committing murder and resumed wedding shopping the next day. The case highlights emotional vulnerability as a risk factor, dangers of rushed relationships, importance of support systems. Families should prioritize their children's lives over societal honor, because honor is never worth more than a daughter's life.